We are soldiers. Thank you, Massa. Bro, it ain't bipolar. It's called having real emotions and not being bogged down by the lies and the drugs of regular society, bro. Welcome to Hippieville. Welcome to hippies. Right beside you. Tonight we're fighting for our lives. Thank you, Massa. To hear your battle cry. Your battle cry. We are the ones who will never be broken. Ah! To our final breath, we'll fight to the death. We are soldiers. We are soldiers.
All right. Good morning. I guess it's afternoon on the East Coast. It's the afternoon, but it's still morning technically on the West Coast. I guess it's like midday. I was supposed to go to court technically today, but I don't have to. I got moved, so I just got I got off work early. And I'm here with you guys. My flock, how you doing in the YouTube chat? So I ran a poll to see. I keep saying I'm gonna do like an alien stream, but I ran a poll today. I'm gonna get pulled up here. And it seems like people just want Jimmy right now, at least right now. Will it show my thing's being slow today? There we go. This is the poll that I ran. And yeah, majority just want Jimmy. No drama. I don't even know. I guess there's like drama happening all the time. If it was going to be a drama thing, I would have just been like, hey, if you have any drama, call in. Otherwise, I would have just probably, I don't know, watched videos of people trying to cancel me, or I got drama that I could throw in there. But today we're doing Jimmy. Maybe I'll come back later today since I have the day off to do aliens. I say that every day and it never happens, but maybe today will be the day. Who knows? I have a little bit of an update in real time of Jimmy's stuff. It's like a Josh update. So let me actually get, I think it's on this phone. That's okay. I'm going to pull it up on YouTube and I'll put a post on Twitter after. But basically, James was asking Josh for money. Big fucking surprise. He does that all the time. But Josh said no. Well, he declined the request here. So if you see this is like Cash App or something, or Venmo. I don't know what the heck this is. But this is Josh's account up here. You can see his little face. And he requested... James Saroka under Step requested $100 for help, whatever the hell that means, and $88 for groceries, ? I don't ... And then I also noticed that he had declined a whole bunch of other requests from him to send money. And I was like, why wouldn't you just show me this earlier? Because at this point, anytime Josh says like, oh yeah, I didn't give him any money, it's like, I don't know if I can believe you. Because when Steve Kelser came on, he said that Josh was actually like funding a lot of stuff at James when he was telling me he wasn't. But this shows like he actually has like all these other things. Like this failed. I don't know if he tried to send 100 and go through, but other than that, this one expired, so he never responded to this other $100. There was a declined 130. There's another $10 declined, and then he said he declined these two here. Hopefully, unless he sent $180. I should tell him to send me the one that shows declined. But that's like a little bit of the Josh update. I was proud of him. And he was like, you can share this if you want. I was like, okay. Let me see if I can get that post on Twitter for you guys. Okay, it'll let me. I was like, I don't know if it'll let me from my phone here. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to just pick up basically where we left off when I was last streaming for you. He was just about to get into his little rant about running away from his only place of residence after eating all that raw meat and everything. And I cut it off. I was like, we're going to put a pin in this until now, until this is the time. This is the time. So let me get this up. They need to. I don't know. I need to start using OBS. I need a better computer to use OBS, and then I can switch over to that. Switching from screen to screen is annoying on StreamYard. Yeah, 2742. I kept this open. I didn't even close it, guys. And then at 2 p.m., I'm going to be wrapped up by 2 p.m. here. It should auto redirect to the archive channel is going to play the 3rd, like all of September 3rd. I think it's 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. If you guys want to just watch it, Jamie, with no commentary, you can do that at 2, and then I'll probably do some alien shit. So this is it's picking up where we left off yesterday.
Who's ready? We're having some fun. What's important to do, you always want to make sure that you have your next plan situated.
Something James has never done in his life, but yes, go on.
That way, should you be in a position where you need to make a split-second decision, it's not a split-second decision.
Yeah, his birthday's coming up. October 5th. Wonder what he's doing for his birthday. Where did he go? He just walked off. Usually he like mutters things in the background when he walks off, so I keep it going, but I don't know what he's doing this time. Oh yeah, and this is all the way over here. There he is. James, come back.
Well, just to prove to you is that I'm not running off like any of that bullshit, because I'm not. I don't need to. Never gonna need to.
Well, I mean, like that changes pretty quick.
I'm just gonna stay alive while I get ready for tomorrow. But tomorrow, I'm gonna wait for later in the day. I'm gonna go downstairs, have a conversation with them, see if they can help me find employment. I'm leaving here tomorrow either way.
He didn't. He stayed for an extra 2 days, and then he did get kicked out. But this was him like threatening to leave. He's like, "I'm gonna run away, guys. I'm gonna do it. You made it so they found out who I actually am. I'm gonna run away." Why would we care if he ran away from his only like place of residence? Why would I care about that? Why are you threatening us with that?
Because whoever's fucking my shit just fucked that up. It's done. Anyone else with ever repercussions? It's your own fucking problem. And I know you got me trapped in the next thing. You don't even know what the fuck's going on. So next step.
Oh yeah, that's the other. I'm gonna write that down somewhere. I gotta find the stream with the blur out thing when he's going on about the Warren and stuff. Because I don't want. I was thinking about this. I was like, what if he's dead right now, like he's not going live because he's on his way to Pennsylvania? That would be extremely, extremely fucking bad, right? And then I don't know. He probably should have just stayed in the place. You know what I'm saying?
Take a walk tomorrow. Go downstairs, see what they say. And they get me a job. Then if they can get me a job that day, get me set up to evidently get an interview or something, I'll work from the street. I'll live on the street. I'm going to take the job.
You're going to go live on the street and work the job. Why not just stay here and work the job?
If not, we're going on an adventure. Like Dora the Explorer. Maybe somewhere along the line we'll find Boots again.
I don't know who Boots is. I don't watch Dora the Explorer, but I hope he's not referencing sex. I mean, I'm in front of a computer. Let's find out who Boots is while he walks away from us again. Fucking guy. Boots is that monkey that's always around Dora the Explorer. For those of you who don't watch Dora the Explorer like me. They're friends, right? I don't know.
Am I overreacting? I'm asking, am I overreacting? Because I honestly don't think I am. I should not be putting up with that. Because the more you put up with it, the more they do it.
Put up with what? Like people telling the place you're living that you do have an ID, you can actually look for work, and your little sob story about your house burning down and your girlfriend cheating on you with the husband from Iraq, like all that's bullshit. You shouldn't have to put up with that. You should just be able to tell your lies and get away with it, I guess.
You know how they are. They start to think they can get away with shit, and then before you know it, you're having to end up getting them fired anyway. So let me ask you, God's honest truth, tell me the truth. Am I overreacting?
Yeah, you are, but you won't. This is from the past. I can't tell him anything now.
It doesn't look like anybody thinks I'm overreacting. Getting a lot of hearts. Hearts tell me agreement that I am not overreacting.
Okay.
Thank you.
It could mean one way or the other. They could be like giving hearts to be like, yeah, you're overreacting. Not, no, you're not overreacting. Reassurance. He's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants anyways at the end of the day.
I'm taking the fucking Pop-Tarts with me too, bitch.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, he's like, I'm going. Yeah, I'm not overreacting. I'm going. I'm taking my Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts are mine. Pop-Tarts are mine. Mine.
Like, if you have Pop-Tarts, why are you eating that raw meat? Just eat the Pop-Tarts. At first, when I said it yesterday, I was like, you know what? Maybe he ran out of Pop-Tarts. But no, he has some there.
Yo, this shit's gonna be biblical. You get the joke? It's a children's story. Bible. So I'm just saying it's gonna be very anticlimactic. It's gonna be very boring. But we're gonna make it look fun. Okay. Nobody picked me up. Like, what do you want? Huh?
Who's he talking to? People are just sending him hearts. No one's saying anything. He's just like, I don't know. He's something.
The only people that want me are the cops. They don't want me in prison or jail. They want me to be a cop. But I'm not.
That's no. I don't know where he got that idea from.
Not being a dick. But they're the only people around here are the criminals and the cops that want me to be involved with them. Everybody else is like, they're just doing their own fucking thing and don't have an interest in involving me. I think that day has passed where people mesh like that, like post 2020, people just don't even fucking be making too many new associations. And I guess I'm too new or whatever, but I'll take a trip up the coast. I'll check things out, enjoy the views. Then I'll come back down or maybe keep going. I don't know. But it's not, there's like nothing, there's really nothing here for me anyway. Unless the government's giving it to me for free, it's like there's not even fucking opportunities here that are worth pursuing for me.
What happened to becoming an actor? Hearts do not convert to money. Beans on this platform convert to money, and 210 beans is $1. I don't know how many beans James has on this account. Are those beans? I think those are likes. He has 254 beans on this account, which so he has like just over $1. Big fucking baller right there. You know what happened to my my screen glitched out for a second.
For the things that I'm capable of, like I'm just not like there aren't enough opportunities that are like graspable for me here. It's like it really looks like there's all these opportunities, but it's like a fallacy. It's like it's all here, and then there is what looks like is like a ladder to there. There's like actually nothing in the middle. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing. There's no way to get up to that. It's either someone reaches their hand down and pulls you up, or you're not in it, and it doesn't look like I'm in it. So that's that.
Go work at Subway. I'm pretty sure Subway would hire him. You can have all the free sandwiches you want. I don't know. Does Subway let you eat all the free sandwiches you want if you work there? Is it like I think McDonald's gives you 50% off, at least back when I was a kid. That's what they gave me, like a card for 50% off. But when I was on the clock, like they gave me a free meal. Like you could just get fast food. Go work that. I was packing up his little bag here.
Not a big deal. At least they got plenty of supplies. That's for sure.
I guess not anymore because he's asking Josh for like $188.
Well, I know the paparazzi won't miss me now. They're going to be very easy to spot now. I really sound like I'm enjoying that piece of it, but I'm not. I'm actually just like trying to be that way for you guys. I'm seriously not. Like I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm just playing the part because I know it's like what you guys want. So I'm fine with it. I don't mind. All I want is just like for this part of my life to be over and to be moving on to something where I'm actually utilizing my skills.
Yeah, whatever that'll be. James has no skills. He said many times he doesn't have any skills. Also, hey, 420, Karma 420. Tom says, seen his fingers while he eats, want him touching your food. That's true. I would not want him making me my sandwich. There was a time he had like grease or some black stuff on his fingers for like a week, and it was disgusting. Like it was the most grossest thing. And he was going on about like his sexual prowess and shit. It was gross.
Not sitting here like pretending like I'm one day going to possibly do something that matters. I'm going to go back to the life where I do things that matter because that's what I used to do. Things that matter.
I don't remember him ever doing anything that mattered, but whatever you say, Jim.
I used to make an actual fucking difference. And you know what else I'm doing? I'm packing up my pack. I'm going out front. I'm going to the smoke shop. I'm buying myself some fucking cigarettes. And if I die tomorrow, I die tomorrow. It's my fucking life.
One pack of cigarettes isn't going to kill you, but I mean, he's been fiending for those cigarettes for us. So remember, we're going in reverse right now. We were going from the latest video backwards until like we meet up with the archive channel. So yesterday he had a migraine because he smoked the whole pack of cigarettes in one sitting. So this was him before going out to get the pack of cigarettes.
I hate drugs.
Oh, this is actually a good little. I've seen this clip. This is you guys will like this.
I don't like weed. Weed scares me because oftentimes people that smoke weed, if I hang out with them, there ends up being somebody in the room that does actual drugs or fucking sells them, and then I'm scared for shit.
Why he's so fucking scared of drugs? I don't know why. He doesn't have to do the drugs. You don't have to be around people on drugs.
I know how to handle them, but I got it. But it's never fun. Never has it been fun. And I've tried many times. If you want the real truth, in the past couple of years, I have tried a shit ton of weed. It's never been fun.
I keep trying the weed, even though it's never fun. He was on like one of those PK battles or whatever with the chick, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you like smoking weed? What's your favorite strain? Like, you better watch out. Different strains do different things. And it's like, James knows anything about weed.
I never did it on purpose. It was always somebody either forcing it onto me or fucking drugged me and thought it was funny. I've been drugged with meth.
That's like my favorite quote. I've been drugged with meth.
Meth!
He throws his hands up in the air.
My own goddamn family.
So I don't know exactly what he's referencing here. I don't know if he means like he was put on Adderall, which technically is pretty much meth, or some other drug to calm down his like BPD or something. I don't know. I think that's probably what he's referring to. I can't imagine his foster family or his actual family giving him actual meth, like just drugs. James is crazy enough off of meth. You know, I don't think anyone would want to see James on meth.
And they wonder why I want nothing to do with them. They wonder why I love them, but I say, take space, please. They wonder why I say, please get on the Elon Musk rocket ship and don't come back. Anybody need nuts? I got some big ones. And don't worry, I'm not just going to walk out. But it's
nuts so big, I'm scared of weed.
It's funny, when I'm doing my travel thing, I could literally make a living. But when I live in one spot, it's just so easy to be lazy. You know, it's like everything, you got everything. You don't need anything. It's not that hard. You know? But it's also far more dangerous. But, you know.
I don't think he ever like made a living on the road. He would just guilt people into being like, can you please buy me food? I need food, and get Josh to buy him food and shit. And get you know, I said this on the other stream. He would go in and like get food and drink and then be like, I don't have money. Let me ask someone for money so I don't get in trouble. And people would give it to him for some reason. Trillion TCS, is he still identifying as 18? He's kind of been gone for like 9 days, ever since the 10th. So I don't know if he ever, as far as I remember, like it still said 18 on his profile the last time I checked. He did make one new profile before leaving this time. I don't know if that one said 18, but yeah, he says he identifies as 18 because his past was stolen from him. Yeah.
So this is you guys are in support of this, like for real? Like you actually have my back this time, and like not like every other fucking time. You know what I'm talking about. And this time, you got to hear me. Listen, if you're fake liking me this time, you got to listen. If shit falls through, you guys, well, we'll corner him. We'll get rid of his resources. You don't understand. I have had 3 years to plan. Look at how good I can get things done when I don't even have a moment to plan. I had 3 years to plan what I'm going to do if shit falls apart for myself in my situation, that I'm able to keep moving and keep working and all that.
Because James's plans has worked flawlessly in the past so many times before. That's why he's in the position he's in now. I'm sure like whatever plan he came up with is flawless.
All right. So like, if I lose these resources here in this situation, my next thing, I'm going in a direction, and I'm fucking conquering my shit. I'm going to continue forward, but like, I'm not going to be falling into anybody else's things this time. We're not doing repetitious round 4 of somebody sends me this gift card or some shit. Like I'm jumping into the real shit of the next foreign country, like for real.
What are you going to do in a foreign country, James? Like, I really would love to know what his first thing he would do when getting there. He doesn't know how to speak any other language. Is he even going to know how to get like a cell phone signal or data to do like Google Translate or anything like that? I don't think he realizes. It's like, start off in maybe England or an English-speaking foreign country before you move to. He was going on about going to, where was it? Like the Middle East and shit in Japan. He's not gonna make it there.
So we don't want that. No, we don't. I promise you, we don't want that. That happens, if that has to happen, if I have to move into the next country, just because y'all fucking fuck me up again, which you don't have to, but if you do, I'm not coming back to you guys in this way. The next time you talk to me, you're going to be having a conversation with an AI based off of my personality. And you'll be able to pay for premium access to have a live stream with me.
I could see Sprinks doing that. I don't think a lot of other people would have an appeal for that. There's lots of Jimmy, like just raw Jimmy like this that I've said before. I haven't even seen all of this recent shit because I don't have time. I would literally need to watch it on like 2 times speed, and that would just turn my brain into mush. I would turn into Jimmy. So I don't think I would need an AI bot to simulate the experience. I'm pretty Jimmy'd out at this point.
For like 5 minutes, because I'll have a real life in another country. So, let's stay cool and be good with each other, because I have to keep my boundaries. Simple as that. I only need so many.
Donna says he's fluent in Russian. I've heard him speak Russian, but I don't speak Russian, so I don't know if he actually knows what he's saying, or if he's actually like saying sentences, or if he's just saying random words he knows. If anyone speaks Russian, let me know, because I've heard him speak a whole bunch of Russian sounding speak, at least.
It is nice to have a place to stay, Jessica. It is nice. But the reality is, a place to stay is not worth being bullied, to be totally honest. It's not worth being picked on. It's not worth being told how to live or what to say, and what not to say, and like trying to fucking tell me how I'm gonna live my life. Like, no, like, with all due respect, you're not my fucking mom. You're not my dad. Those are the only 2 people that I've ever, mom, dad, and God are the only 3 people that I allow to tell me what to do, unless they prove to me a positive reason why I should listen to them.
Nah, I mean, like, he doesn't even listen to his dad's dead, but his mom, his sister recorded him talking to his mom a couple of times, and it's like, he's very disrespectful to her. If James was my kid, I would like smack him upside the head if he talked to me like that.
If you do not have the wisdom and intelligence, and if you do have the wisdom and intelligence, but you're not bestowing it upon me, do not tell me what to do. It is only during the time that you are bestowing your wisdom and intelligence upon me that I give you permission to tell me what to do. In any other time, you are not in dominion over me. And if you believe you are, please test the theory. You're welcome to find out. I listen when I choose to listen, for reasons that bring me growth.
It's like Ryan from The Office. It's like, teach me when I'm in the mood to be taught. Okay, like, don't try to give me wisdom unless like I just have a good feeling about you. How is he supposed to know like who has intelligence or wisdom or guidance for him unless he actually listens to them for a bit first, right?
Of an appropriate demeanor, and also based on what kind of interaction people try to bring my way. What you're bringing to me is going to decide what ways I listen to you and what capacities. You're giving me advice on family. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to be following you around in business, or vice versa. You're providing me with protection, but you're then trying to tell me what to say and what not to say. You're not here in front of me coaching me. If you were, it'd be different.
I don't know what they told him he can and can't say. I don't know what the shelter is like. You can't probably just be respectful to the other people living there. That's probably it. Which has something to do with the altercation, probably, that Conker told us about. Spoon, darling, how have you been? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to season 1 billion of James Saroka.
I'm not gonna listen through interruptions in my Bluetooth so you could claim plausible deniability. Suck my fat dick. I'm willing to be all the way out there for you and literally stand in front of you while you wear a bulletproof vest. And the most you can do for me is something that'll make me sound like a nut if I say it out loud. Go home and fuck your wife. and leave me the fuck alone. Y'all screwed the fucking pooch on that one in 2021. You will never get another chance with me after that fucking shit. You have no idea how bad y'all fucked yourselves. And I still fucking forgave you, and I still stand in front of you and try to protect you. And I'm not doing it because I'm not doing it because it's what I was taught or conditioned to do. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. Because y'all are fucking pussies.
He's referring to like when he got canceled in 2021. Repsion did that video on him. It got like 1 million views. Everyone saw him for the piece of shit that he was. It was really hard for him to scam again. So he's like, that's what you guys did to me. You lost. But we still get all this, the James Saroka show. So I don't know what we're losing out on. He's losing out on victims. That's pretty much it.
You are. To tell you the honest truth, you are. And that's fine. You're protecting people weaker than you. I get it. I was coming to you for the wisdom. You're not offering it. So my feelings are hurt. I imagine your feelings are hurt.
So hurt, James. My feelings are so hurt. Rand, he is in the same housing place. This is like right before he ran away, or said he was going to run away. He actually got kicked out, but this one he's like packing up the Pop-Tarts and shit, ranting.
But I got to call a draw here. And if you got to say you won, you won. You won. I need to continue on with my life and to move towards people that have the proper respect for me as they should. The respect that I've earned. I'm going to go to those people wherever I may find them, be it the internet or not. I shouldn't be, withstanding that. I really shouldn't. It's up to you 100%. Thank you. I have a massive amount of endurance. I do not need any further mental endurance training. If I'm sitting here and the conversation I'm having is the one I'm having right now with you guys, it's too far to begin with. So I need to go expand my horizons. I've grown past this and it's my own fault. I shouldn't be fucking playing in the schoolyard when I'm fucking 30 years old. It's time to go be an adult, a real adult.
Stop pretending you're 18 and, I don't know, get a job, get your own place. Just do adult shit. Just Google adult. What do adults do? And then do that.
It's not, pretend young forever, but look old. I'm going to go be old and look young. Definitely draw the line on anyone who tells you how to live or what to do. Yeah, I don't mind people telling me how to live or what to do, but if you're not offering me proper wisdom or I'm not getting enough out of the situation that I'm not, like, if I'm not getting the proper reciprocation that I should be getting.
Like, what else does he want? He has anything he wants. All they're saying is like, bro, you got to go get a job. You can't just be staying up all night, blaring your music, thinking people are hacking you, keeping everyone else up. Other people work here. This is a nice face he's got going on. It's like, it's not too much to ask. And he's getting most than any other homeless person because he's not on drugs. Right? And that's one of the rules. Like, you can't be on drugs here. So he's got that. Just do what they ask. It's not that hard.
You're just trying to sell me based on my foster status. Like, you think I'm dumb because of what I didn't get. But what you don't understand is I'm very smart. And I was able to absorb that and understand what I actually deserve as a natural born person. And I put in the effort that
natural born person
would otherwise match someone who was natural born. You telling me, because I don't match your bloodline, you're the slave bloodline, if you want the truth.
What the fuck is he talking about? Slave bloodlines? What?
And you're not a slave. You're welcome. You are the people that could be dominated.
That's why people call you racist, James. What is this? Where did this come from?
And you're not being dominated by choice by the people that could dominate you. That's the part where you learn to say thank you. Me personally, I've always tried to be a bit of a liaison. Now I'm done. Because people are starting to play with me like I'm a goddamn fucking toy. And I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not siding with the big boys because I'm sick of it. I'm not siding with the people that think they're the big boys because I'm sick of it. And I'm not sticking up for the little guy. I'm going to be over here in my own corner minding my business, watching the show while they all fuck each other off.
So it's like a Goldilocks and the Three Bears kind of thing, except instead of choosing any of the three options, he's just gonna go fuck off in the corner and watch TV. I guess that's an option in Goldilocks.
And I'm not gonna be watching I'm not gonna be watching the shit show. I'm gonna be watching something on TV or something. Maybe watching myself in the mirror while I talk to 320 people. I don't know, but we'll see.
That's really, I don't. There's not actually 320 people here. I think, like I've said this before. I'm gonna tweak it a bit. I think like in jail when he didn't have a phone or anything, he just looked into like a handheld mirror and put like a little number out at the top and like wipe it off and update it. Be like, look, we got 202 in the broadcast. Wipe it off. We got 301 in the broadcast, guys, and just talk to himself in the mirror. I think that's what he did.
One thing I won't be doing is engaging in the masochism because it's not my style. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate you. But let me get myself sorted here. Whoever moves into my room next is gonna have a shit ton of gifts. I tell you that. Unless they clear it.
Imagine gifts means like booby traps.
I don't know how that works. That's how I like to do that in there too. Yeah, I get stuff and I leave it for people. No, it didn't. It didn't, thankfully. Like I had some tests done. I retook an IQ test and everything. I'm smarter than I was before, and I'm fine. Thank you. Thankfully, I haven't had any. I didn't have to endure any permanent damage over it. But I also found I'm a pretty tolerant guy because apparently they slapped me with something pretty hard, and I like 2 hours, an hour. I said it was about an hour, and then I was like back to normal. I process shit. So they gave me something that was supposed to keep me up for like 3.5 days, and I just had like an hour where I wigged the fuck out. So
what would they possibly give you that would make you stay up for 3.5 days? And then James is like, I just wigged out for now. This is a weird story.
And that's why I found out. They told me because they're like, bruh, such and such or so and so might have done such and such a thing, and we were kind of wondering how you didn't meth out. Or what did he say? He didn't say meth out, but whatever he said.
I got a little distracted. This is bad. Like if you get distracted for 2 seconds, I have no idea. Like there was we went from an IQ test to was it the prison guards or other inmates shooting him up with drugs that were supposed to make him wake up for fucking 3 days, and then I don't even know. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I don't know. I'll have to tell you. But maybe they were lying, maybe they weren't. But I did have a really weird episode the day before, or that day, and I felt so sick to my stomach later on. And I didn't know why. Apparently that was why. Or that's what they said it was why.
What a story.
I will tell you that after word got around, there was a lot of chicks that I was talking to that stopped talking to me because the rumor that went around was that I was doing meth.
Like I said, we don't need to see James on meth. He's high enough energy without meth involved.
Funny. Very funny. That was one of my buddy's ways of trying to get the chicks away from me so I didn't get all caught up.
He injected me with meth.
What a friend. All right. I don't really. I don't have anything.
James also doesn't have any friends. I don't know friends.
You know, when I was incarcerated, they didn't let me in there either, but they couldn't release me until my release date. I'm not really supposed to say this too much, but I actually got released early. Like I got released like super fucking early. Literally just because they were so sick of having me in there. They couldn't fucking stand having me anymore. So like they kind of like I can't prove that they let me out early because they literally left me out the back door. Not exaggerating.
No, okay, whatever, James. I mean, it was COVID times. You know what I mean? It was a very low level charge. Like if you had to pick between like putting a rapist, a murderer, and James Saroka, who hit his pregnant girlfriend, in jail, and you only had room for 2 of them, you probably put the murderer and the rapist in, right? I think it just had to do with COVID. Probably not good behavior because I can't see James being on good behavior. I guess you could frame that as like they were sick of him. I don't think they let him out the back door though. Like, James, just don't tell anyone that we let you out like 3 months early, okay? There's the records show that he got out 3 months early.
And they didn't do it for my protection. Trust me. That's what I thought at first because I was like, what do you call it? Optimistic. But yeah, they let me out early because they were sick of me. But they didn't put it on the books or anything, and I can't prove what I'm saying. And there's no way to like the videotapes are already wiped.
So that's a strategy if you're ever in jail. Just annoy the fuck out of the prison guards. I'm sure it'll get you really far. I'm sure they won't just, rack charges on top of you or like excuses to keep you in longer. I'm sure they'll just be like, yeah, we got to get this guy out of here. He's singing at 3 a.m. He keeps like trying to trip us while we walk by his jail cell. Like, in what world, dude?
So I can't prove that they were wiped, but they're not there anymore. So anyway, I'm really good at annoying people if they're like threatening my life. I can literally like annoy someone to let me go. Like I've literally, but believe it or not, it's a training thing. Like you can literally like piss someone off to let you go. I've been tortured and like let go because I got that annoying that they literally just fucking untied me and said, if you can make it through the desert, then enjoy yourself.
Just being tortured somewhere and he just annoys the fuck out of them. What does he do? He's like, this is the song that never ends. And they're like, you know what, James? Go if you can make it to the end of that desert, you're a free man. And he's like, I'll show you. What desert? Like, what?
Paraphrasing. I did. Footprints disappear really fast when the wind is blowing. Just saying. Also just like have a naturally high amount of adrenaline and testosterone, so I always seem like I'm like doing drugs, but I'm not. I'm just really fucking doped up on my own brain. Do you have to leave your place? I don't have to, but like I kind of have to. It's one of those things where like I don't have to, but like they'll find a way to get rid of me if I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
basically, James is a control freak and everything isn't working out exactly how he wants it to be. So he's got to leave. He's not going to take orders from anyone. He's James Saroka, you know?
Like, do I really need this fight? Do I really need, like, I won. I already won coming into it. Like, I can very easily, happily, and with no qualms walk away, let them believe they won, say they won, and continue winning. It's not really a problem for me, you know. I'm pretty used to it, actually. One thing I never thought was that I outgrew LA. I think.
How many months did it take him? It was like what? He was there 2 months. I'm trying to remember when he landed, but when he ended up there. I want to say just July. Had to have been July, right? End of July, maybe even August. So like 2 or 3 months. He outgrew LA. Got no acting jobs, made zero money. He outgrew it.
I think I'm doing that thing that I used to do where I am definitely vastly underestimating the progress that I have made.
What progress?
But I like don't really know how far I've made it, like interiorly. So like I don't really know what makes sense to do yet. He should be arrested. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. It's not a problem for me.
He's like Charlie Sheen if Charlie Sheen didn't need to do drugs to be as crazy as he is, you know? Which means he might give Charlie Sheen a run for his money.
But how do you grow too big for America?
Oh, damn. He didn't just grow out LA. He outgrew America.
How does that happen? How does one get to that point in one's life? Help. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know, like, what even makes sense to do next?
James Saroka isn't a narcissist, guys. He just thinks he's too big for America.
Like, what do you do when you outgrow your country? Do I want this? Do I need this? This is like so much extra weight. We're gonna leave this for people that need it. Because there's gonna be someone coming in that needs it.
Was it the broth?
Well, like I said, I'll give them tomorrow. That's something else I learned is you don't just hit the street. You know, don't just fucking run because it looks like you're running from something, which I never thought of because I never was. And then just one time people thought I was, and I found out that's what they were thinking.
Oh, I got to show you. So once we meet up with the archive channel, I'm going to show you guys some real good stuff from, I guess, the season of James Saroka. He said that he got into like a chase with some Bonnie and Clyde type people, and he didn't know they were criminals until the cops were already chasing him, and then the cops found him hiding behind a building. And I think this was from when he was making his way from Titusville to Jacksonville. It was that jogged my memory of that time. I don't know if he's referring to that time or if he's just, pulling stuff out of his ass. He's been pretty consistently pulling stuff out of his ass in this stream, so I think it's probably that.
But I'll give it tomorrow, see what they say, if they have any employment opportunities. If they do, I'm not going to stick around here, but I'll see if they got like a transfer to somewhere or...
I like how it went from I will absolutely not work, I don't even have an ID to work, to now that you know that I have my ID, you have 1 day to find me work or else I'm leaving. Someone in his chat, Bubba McLovin, said some Conger guy said he contacted the organization and sent them info. He should be arrested. Michael Conger, you got a fan in his chat. I don't know who Bubba McLovin is.
Some other possibility available, and if not, then I'll work from the street. And if there's no job available, then I'll start walking. Bring you all with me. Praying for the best. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's fine. It's another letdown. It is. But I have to admit, I just, like I said, you get, when you go through enough of it, you get used to it. And you learn to cope with it. You learn, you just figure out what to do. You don't snap. You just take it in stride and go day by day.
Day by day. Day by day.
You might cry out, mommy, mommy. But you'll be fine, Just don't sweat the small stuff. You'll be fine. I don't have anything to take except fucking food. Which I'm, to be honest, like I'm not even gonna...
I don't know what all that noise is. Because we saw all the food he got. He needs it to be refrigerated. That sounds like a bunch of chips and stuff. It's very loud, is basically what I'm getting at.
I have, I got the ability to get food now. So I won't eat that. I won't even eat it. Like, I'll go to the store and I'll buy what I want. So I'm probably just going to leave all of this for whoever needs it. Now, see, in the past, and what would have been, do you have someone who can advocate for you to stay? Well, nobody's kicking me out or anything. It's not like that. It's just one of those situations where if I don't leave on my own, the situation is going to get complicated because I'm famous.
Okay, James. Okay. So yeah, this is after the conversation that they were like, okay, you've been lying to us. It's okay, but you need to go look for work now. Like, they know he's James Saroka. He's taking it as, well, they know I'm famous now, so they're going to find some way to get me gone. No, I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised that they were lenient and gave you a second chance here. And he's just like, fuck it.
That's literally why.
So at this point, he didn't get kicked out yet. Like, he is saying he's basically threatening to leave. He didn't actually leave, though. He ended up staying for another 2 days. And then, based off of what the director told Conger, they did kick him out of that program because he got into an altercation with someone. And like, look, he already had his mind made up that he was going to leave if they didn't like find him work or anything. I think he probably did backtrack, like go back on it. But at this point, like, I think it was pretty much over at this point, is what I'm saying. But he did eventually get kicked out. Yes.
I don't like, I'm really fucking stubborn and don't like associating with people unless I want to. And then they made up one bullshit story about me, and I got people coming around trying to be like, yeah, that's what he means when he says famous. Like, no, motherfucker, it's not. But please try me. Like, no, that's not what's being referred to at all.
I mean, that's what you're most well known for, though, is the news did a story on you, and Repzion made a video that was like got over 1 million views, and then a whole bunch of other channels did videos on you that got like thousands of views. You know, my channel, I think like all the videos together, probably around 50,000 views of James on me. I've seen channels like Sloan; they're like in the tens of thousands of views on James. Like, so where is all these other views, James? Where are your views? Like, where is from you yourself? What are you referencing here exactly?
But fuck you, you know. But I'll be fine. I just gotta work through the situation, compartmentalize, focus.
That's a bingo word. Decompartmentalize. I can't even. I'm fucking bleh.
And dominate.
Compartmentalize.
So anyone's going to advocate for me. Nobody that's like, I mean, you want to call Zac Efron? Like, I don't really have anybody that would be like, have enough pull or that it would be worth it, is what I really should say. It's just not, it's not worth it to stay here and deal with that drama if I don't have to. Knowing that I have the ability to take care of myself or just fucking cross the border and continue traveling and keep making content, those being the options, I figure it makes more sense to go about it that way. Like, I'm not nearly as dumb as some people think I am. Not even close.
Imagine if Somalian pirates kidnapped him, held him for ransom, and then they were like, we'll actually pay you if you kill him. That would be terrible. Like, I don't think anyone would pay James Saroka's ransom, right? If like the Somalian pirates got him in another country.
I really have just been that stationary and stagnant and just trying to keep to the status quo. But I can honestly only play dumb for so long before, like, when it comes to the point where people actually start to treat me like I'm dumb is where I draw the line. Like, if you need to sell it all the way, like if you're lacking resources to the level where you need to sell the idea that I'm actually dumb, then you are not as resourceful as you're claiming. So that's the last straw for me. I can associate with people who don't have that kind of pull, but I can't do business with people that don't have that kind of pull, because I can't risk my connections and my associations to be at risk, or to be questioned, be considered questionable because I'm associating with people who don't have that kind of pull. Because at that level, that's people who have that kind of pull are asking, why are you associating with people that don't have that kind of pull? Why are they're.
How many more times can we say pull in this sentence?
Not one of us. What are you doing hanging out with them? Which I don't want to have to be choosy like that. But this is business. It's not personal. It's entirely business. So I can't afford that. I'll be honest. I can't afford everything. I don't have endless resources.
Like, let's be real here. He can't afford anything, let alone everything. He really does talk like a drug addict, though. Like, this, when people do a lot of drugs and they just start talking, and it's like, I don't know what you're saying. Do you know what you're saying? It's like, not really. I just let my mind and my mouth go. That's James just on autopilot.
I have a shit ton of resources for one singular man, but I don't have endless resources. I don't have enough pull to be friends with certain people that want to be friends with me, but aren't putting in the effort. Like, they're not making it worth my while, is what I'm saying. Lack of a better term, they're not making it worth my time. This is only one of 50 times that people have thought I'm bluffing. As my fans have learned to sit in the background silently, not even follow and watch every move. Because they already fucking know what's coming in the good ways. I think we've all gotten used to this kind of thing at this point.
I mean, like you dipping and then coming back after you say you're never coming back. Yeah. I wish he'd stay gone. If he stays gone permanently this time, I'll be so happy. We can move on to so many other things in life.
So, thank you for sticking it out with me all these years.
Is that my audio that cut, or is it his audio? I think it's his audio. Give me a second here. Let's see. I think this is when he has to do the restart. 59:45. Let me just skip ahead a bit. Okay, yeah. So this. Oh wait. Hold on.
I don't have a breaking point. Same on my mother's side.
Wait, what the fuck?
But me, I feel.
We're at 50, right? Not 150? Hold on. What happened to his audio?
Putting in the effort. Like, they're not making it worth my while, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Lack of a better term, they're not.
We're definitely around here. Whatever, we're just gonna go from here.
All right, got one more slab of meat, 2 more fish. Fuck it. Yeah, I do. I belong here for another day or two.
Sorry, going back. Yeah, you belong here for another day or two.
You know what it really is? I have gotten ahead of the universe. Not kidding. Thank you, aliens. Moving forward.
Hey, look at that. Look at the timing on that, Rand. As soon as I put your comment on it, he's talking about the aliens now. Beautiful. His alien chats are actually pretty interesting as well. There's so much stuff to show you guys on the YouTubes. There has been some good gems of his comeback this time.
Okay, so here's the deal. Guys, when you don't have explanation for being like a god of a human being, you start to come up with interesting ideas. When you can't piece things together, it's either aliens or something. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, what could it be? We still got audio, or we get cut off? But usually how it goes is when I'm not prepared, I finally finish everything off, and then I just cut and run. But not like a dick. Like I actually, I stay in contact or whatever else, but like I usually I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going. And that would be like 2 to 3 days from now. But I've gotten ahead of the universe. Like, I've made my conscious, healthy decision that I'm going to respect my personal boundaries even at the cost of a living situation, and let them regret losing me as an asset, as a friend, really.
Yeah, they're gonna regret losing me. This is probably what set them up for the altercation.
It's what they would have had was a fucking friend, like a real life fucking. And they laugh at the notion. They really do. I'm like, oh, I'm glad that's funny to you. Do you remember the day when you wanted friends? Because I remember the day when I didn't give up on friends, and that's AKA every day since I was born.
What is with this friendship thing he's going on about? James has no friends, like zero. The only person, or the only 2 people I would consider him a friend, like Josh and Steve Kelso, don't like him anymore because they see him for who he is. So who are all these friends? What is he going on about?
So anyway, I'm still going to look out for the motherfuckers. I will. That's what I do. I'm the bottom of the top. And I like it that way, because it's all I know. Like, I don't know anything else. My only hope is that, like, I figures my next generation could be one above me, and then they could stay there, and then until we're back to normal. But I don't think it would be good for me to go all the way. Why be out of your league? if I'm lonely either way, I might as well be as the least amount of lonely as possible. But this whole kingdom thing looks too much like church. It looks too much like heaven. It looks too much like the religious people. I don't know about the hierarchy, all of that, patriarchy, monarchy, even republic is a tough one for me. I stand for it because we at least were doing it okay. You know, I'm not a big fan of anarchy because people are pieces of shit. But man, do we need to work on things. Start somewhere.
Is that goat milk? I think he's drinking the goat milk.
Goat milk.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. So James, teach us about society. He was getting onto something there.
Goat. Like from the udders of a goat. Delish. It's actually amazing. Guys, am I actually turning into that former special forces guy that just becomes a drifter and goes from town to town and takes advantage of every all the resources that he has just to not fucking have to deal with shit?
That's the movie. It's playing out in James's mind. Is this whatever he just described there? But I think you have to actually have been in the special forces to be an ex-special forces guy that does that. I've never seen a movie based off that either. He's making ex-special forces guys sound like assholes.
Face his family, face his fears, live a regular life. I'm that guy. Looks like I'm that fucking guy. Minus the service record, I'm that fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
He's like Ricky Bobby's dad, who just like lives out of a hotel and has a big fucking dresser of weed. He's like not even Ricky Bobby's dad because he's scared of weed. I don't even know what he is. He's like a beta version of Ricky Bobby's dad.
Now what? Fuck you. You know, it's even nicer than doing all that shit and then not being able to talk about it. Doing all that shit and then being a part of a family where you can get away with fucking talking about it. That's what. So I'm not going to push the boundaries. I love my country. I'm a patriot. I love my fucking country. But why not? Tell me, why not? Why the fuck not?
Someone on Twitter says he's referring to the plot of Rambo. I have never seen Rambo. Maybe I should watch it. And if it is, I need to see it now.
Let's do this, bitches. So now for more anticlimacticism. We are now in the new America. So we must be boring. And that is the most exciting thing we can do, is to pretend to be exciting, but actually be boring. Be very boring. How am I doing? Good. All right. Ooh, he said it out loud. Oh, God. No, you guys are awesome. But like some people are like, don't say it. I'm like, bruh, I could cook their tongue on a pot in the woods. Like, calm down.
Back to the cannibalism. I think the archive channel their stream is starting up. This will auto redirect after. I'll let this go for a little bit longer. Because like I said, it's like 6 hours, the archive stream, and it's not going anywhere. So I'll finish this out for you guys. At least this one. He does like 2 other restarts. We won't do those, but we'll let him finish his little psychotic thoughts here.
I don't have to fucking worry about shit.
Waving his arms around and shit. He's getting into it, you know?
Right? Jesus Christ. And if I get shot in the street, it's been a good life, man. It's been a good fucking life. I could die right now. I don't have anything to complain about.
He said the other day he already got shot on the street in the leg and he just walked off.
At all. Like, you realize I did every possible thing I could. Like, I've done more being on this planet this short time than most people ever do in their entire lives. And I have legacy that could already defend itself with this. I don't have shit to worry about, you know? For me, it's over. And so it's always beginning. And I know I'm like talking in riddles, but what I'm saying is I've lived a really, really full life that I could be on my deathbed right now and reminisce about and be ready to pass on.
His life has been very bleak. I don't know. This must be a cope. It has to be a cope because I don't think he's ever even owned his own house. Maybe he's owned his own car, but he crashed his car into a mountain. Like, it's, I don't know, man. He hasn't even been outside of America.
And every moment I live from the point of every point from September 2021 to now, every moment to the day that I die, I never again have anything that could ever amount to more than that from the birth of my life to that point. My life is complete in my eyes. Every moment after that is twice the gift than birth was in existences to begin with. I'm kind of standing here with you right now to make sure you recognize that I'm 100% serious. It's not a bag. It's not a dry bag. I'm serious.
And most people don't know what the fuck you're even talking about, James. So I don't think you lost anybody.
Just so that whatever may happen continuing forward, I've established what is what's supposed to be most important to me. The same way I did the last time my life was threatened, a couple of days before I found out I was single. I established and communicated what's important, but I don't think that anybody realized the amount of resources and connections I personally already had. That there was no need to worry, and if I wasn't in a position of authority to be able to freely and comfortably speak my mind about my own truth in life, that I wouldn't have. But I guess we'll never know, will we? We're all too busy reacting to find out. I love you guys. Thank you for being so supportive. And you know what? The numbers, am I allowed to care about it again? Is that okay? Do you mind if I mention that we have 372 people in the broadcast?
I mean, not really though, right? It's Bigo. Conger at like 6 a.m. Central Time. So that's like 4 a.m. Pacific. He gets like 162 people in there. There's no way there's 162 people up that early. I don't know. I'll do a Bigo stream where I'm just like bouncing a ping pong ball off the wall. I'll see how many viewers I get just to show you. Also, I'll pull up the Wikipedia page on Bigo. Like they admit to it. They're like, it's artificial intelligence to engage creators more.
And how amazing that feels for me, how important that is to me, how much you mean to me. Am I allowed to say that? Because it's true. It's how I actually feel. And I don't care if it makes me shallow. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. But I hope you stay. I actually do. And who knows, maybe I can take this far enough, fast enough that I can do what the gods of men do.
The gods of men do.
And do it my way. It's not against their way. But who says I can't shift the tides? I've done it before. Let's see if I can do it again.
Nah, he's got to get on an actual platform. It's too bad though, because like anytime he streams on like Twitter Live, I think he's got like 12 people on Twitter Live. He gets like 4 people on Instagram Live. He gets when he streams on YouTube, I've seen him stream for 6 hours on YouTube and get 6 views. That's like a view an hour, you know? He needs to get on an actual platform with real numbers and build it from there, because all this right here, this is all fake. This is maybe 30 people in there. If that, because most of the time he'll ban anyone that actually interacts with him, and then you got to watch his shit over here.
Have I had dinner? Yes. I'm not having a manic episode. I am not overly hungry. my life really is this outrageously unique.
That's a very strange way to answer. Have you had dinner yet?
You kind of have to be here for a while to find out, because I've been very good at keeping things quiet in my life. And people be like, no, you haven't. You're literally famous. I'm like, my point still stands. My life really has been that outrageous. Like I literally couldn't even tell you. Like, I couldn't even tell you. I had a dude that I met not too long ago, and he kind of knew some stuff about me that most people don't, and he called me James Bond. That was one of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten in my entire life. I felt so fucking cool. If you don't know, James Bond actually has a badass story. Like the actual.
I know who fucking James Bond is. I don't know anything about Rambo, but I know who James Bond is.
Real life James Bond. Like, I fangirl. Like, I literally did like real life long-term research on James Bond.
What does that mean? I did real life long-term research on James Bond, a fictional fucking character?
Because there's that much to learn from that man in reference to my own personal experiences. But James Bond was an incredible asset. A very, very fucking cool dude. Like, you wouldn't even.
Was James Bond real? James Bond isn't based off a real story, right? It's not based off a true story. I'm gonna Google this while we'll play it out.
Believe some of the stuff he's done. They had to water down the movies that they did about James Bond. The movies they created about James Bond were watered down because, like, the stuff that he did, people wouldn't believe it if you put it in movies.
Okay. The James Bond series focuses on James Bond, a fictional British Secret Service agent created in 1953 by writer Ian Fleming. It's not based off of a real person at all. He's fictional. James almost had me believe James Bond was based off a true story for a second.
If you put it in a movie, if you put some of the accomplishments that he has in a movie, but you should look him up, the real life James Bond. I think there was a book made. Putin presented USA, says Eddie. I don't understand, but privet Katila. How are you? Welcome to the broadcast. Guys, I also want to state and establish for the record, note, repeat, for the record, I will not betray my country of America. I will not change loyalties of country, regardless of statelessness. And I will not reestablish citizenship.
Wow, that audio I gotta fix that audio sync in the future.
In a federal fashion. I will not be reassigning myself to the U.S. government. I consider myself to be a global citizen. I am not an anarchist. I consider myself to be a global citizen, which I know sounds like very silly. It's not really a thing yet, but I would happily like to introduce the possibility that I may or may not be assisting in the production and creation of such an idea.
Okay, well, what laws does he want to follow? If he doesn't like the U.S.'s laws, what would the global laws be?
Into existence through trial and error. Wish me luck. I'm not Putin. Yo, that's another one. People think I look like Putin. I'm not Putin. I couldn't even take that guy to the gym. Are you kidding me?
I don't think he looks like Putin at all.
Freaking I love my Russians a little too much. I do. And they're so rough around the edges, too. You know, they're freaking tough. They're so tough. And don't piss them off. You ever piss off a Russian? It's not a fun day. Trust me. And if you do piss off a Russian, best you hope that they're on the other side of the camera. Best you hope that they are not in front of you. Not fun. But maybe I'll skip the smoke. I think I'm going to skip the smoke. Yeah, I can skip the smoke. Am I giving up? Should I go? No, I shouldn't. I mean, I'm gonna leave, but like, I shouldn't go smoke. That's what I shouldn't do.
Yeah, smoking's bad, James. Don't be smoking cigarettes now.
Yeah, at this point, pretty much all I need is literally like all this. I don't need anything. I don't really have anything to change to begin with.
All right. I don't know how much more he goes on packing and zipping in Zuda and day, but I do have to go. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll auto redirect to the archive channel if you want to watch September 3rd. I think there's like the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. And the 9th of the okay, there's a few more archive videos. I gotta like get on top of it. It was like failing to render 2 or 3 times in a row, so that was annoying. But I think we're back on track now. So yeah, thanks for everyone who stopped by. If you guys want to check out the alien stream, I might be back later for aliens. I will actually be back this time for aliens, not on Twitter, just on YouTube. And I'll probably be back tomorrow with some Jimmy stuff. If not, wait, what is tomorrow? I might not be so early. It might be later. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. And thanks for stopping by. Have a great Tuesday. Yep, it's Tuesday. Bye-bye.